Water is essential to ducks. Most of today's farm ducks are descended from these mallards, and like them, are still essentially wild animals, with all the instincts of millions of years of evolution. This is Cherrydene Farm, belonging to the UK's second biggest duck producer. Water is fundamental to these aquatic animals and central to their lives. Death starts very early from a variety of diseases and skeletal defects. This little duckling has become trapped and is likely to die here, just like the bird on whose carcass he crouches. So much for care and attention. To begin with, there's room in the sheds to move around, but as the birds grow, the available space reduces. This is another farm supplying the same big producer. UK duck farming produces 20 million birds a year, at least 90% being factory farmed. Death is built into the economics, with about 1 million birds dying before the end of their short 7-week life. The sheds are supposedly inspected 3 times a day and all corpses removed. Yet this carcass is in an advanced state of decomposition, and there are many more like it. In today's intensive farms, ducks never even see water, except to drink. These are aquatic animals, and yet they have to fight for every drop of water from these nipple drinkers. It's the only water they'll ever see. Lame and diseased birds are unlikely to be able to reach the nipples, and so will die a distressing death. The litter underfoot is not changed from the beginning of the 7-week life cycle until the end. Overcrowded conditions promote disease, and the answer, as always in farming, is the liberal use of antibiotics. All duck producers boast of good husbandry and their concern for the animals' welfare, and yet sites like these can be seen on most intensive farms. Good welfare and factory farming are a contradiction in terms.
The 2 farms we've shown were contracted to Manor Farm ducklings, who used to supply Marks & Spencer and the Co-op. As a result of Viva's campaign, M&S dropped all factory-farmed whole ducks, and Manor Farm ducklings went bust, but only to reappear under a different name. This is Green Label, another big UK duck producer. Not only is water supplied just 1 drop at a time from nipple drinkers, The company once boasted that it included an enzyme in the duck's food which reduced their demand for water. Viva has filmed inside all the big duck producers, and the scenes are much the same in all of them. This is Kerry Foods. Despite providing small water troughs, problems such as crusty eye seem just as common. Our actions have ended the painful practice of debeaking ducks, where the end of their bills are amputated in an attempt to limit damage from aggression. But there is much, much more to do. The government, producers and retailers all accept this institutionalized mass abuse of animals. Viva doesn't and will continue to campaign to end it, and the PR hype and spin upon which it depends. You can help too by sending for one of our Ducks Out of Water action packs.